Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Y'all feeling out there tonight? Now we got a late live, but it's gonna be worth it. I'm trying to tell you. Now that I'm back from shooting Lucky Block season 55, finally, finally did the Margaritaville at sea. Man, I had a good time. Not a cool time, a good time. I had a good time, man. And there's so many opinions about this cruise line that's going on right now. Um, I feel like it's monkey see, monkey do with this shit out here. It's like the avalanche effect, snowball effect. Once one motherfucker say something, 5 people say something, 10 people say something, they find out that it's trending. It's a trending topic, and they see that it's getting views. You got to understand, people gonna always love drama. Drama gonna always sell before the good do. You know what I mean? And I just feel like it's so many people that jumped on ship with Margaritaville ain't this and Margaritaville ain't that. Now you got me when it comes to the boat in Palm Beach. Hey, I even had a lot to say. I had a lot to say about the one in Palm Beach, down to the roaches and the maintenance of the boat and everything else. But of course, Margaritaville stepped it up when they came with the Islander. And the Islander been going on for a couple of years now. I just been blessed with the gift to get on there a couple of days ago. And the things that I'm seeing about the Islander is just not true, man. It's not true. So I looked up the top 10 bad things that's going on with Margaritaville at Sea Islander leaving out of Tampa. And I must agree, out of these 10 things, I don't agree with 80% of this. I just don't agree with 80% of this. So we're going to break it down, man. And I will leave my comments outside of this list on this video as well, too. So number one, they saying that the food inconsistencies are terrible on the Margaritaville at Sea Islander. And that is, I'm here to tell you, number one, they say food. I am here to tell you that is cap. The food is not the worst thing that's going on the Margaritaville at Sea Islander. Not at all. Completely not at all. Every meal that I got from out the buffet, every meal that I got from out of Finn's was on point. I didn't have to wait too long. It's just talking about Finn's. I didn't have to wait too long for my food. My food came straight, fresh out, from the starters to the main entree to the desserts. They came right out. The food was not cold. Everything was the same that you would get from any other cruise line, gang. Any other cruise line, they bringing the food out in the same way. So that's why I got to stop them right there. Even down to the food in the buffet. Lots of options. They had multiple options as far as, the meals that they was handing out. I never once ate something and was like, ew. Never once, not once. So food inconsistencies, lie. A lot of people that I traveled with told me that they went to the steakhouse and it was absolutely amazing. Um, no, I did not go to the steakhouse. I'm just going based off what everybody else was saying about the food. And to be honest, guys, um, I didn't see any problems with on the island with the food at all. The Paradise cheeseburgers in Paradise was excellent. They had tacos all the time, nachos, things of that nature. Everything was great when it came to the food. So let's just knock that fallacy off right there. Food was excellent. So when they say that's one of the worst things, that was number one. One of the worst things that they said about Margaritaville, the food. Cap. I'm here to tell you right now, cap. In 2026, I recently just got off here. Go watch Lucky Vlog season 55. I'm giving them their praise throughout the whole cruise. Bad food, cap. All right. Service issues was number two. Now, when I say service, I guess when they say service, they mean like the joy of the workers and smiles on their face and things of that nature. I got treated great by every person that I interacted with on my cruise. I don't understand what they mean by that. I think a lot of people is taking these cruise lines, these big high power cruise lines like Royal and um, Carnival, and they're comparing it to Margaritaville, and they're not saying that they're equally matching up. Um, that's cap. That's cap. That's cap. Every server gave me a smile. I had no complaints with no workers on this cruise line. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Give me an example of bad service. Give me an example of it because I don't know what the fuck that they talking about. Um, Everything came with service with a smile. You feel me? Um, I have nothing bad to say about that. So I'm gonna say food inconsistencies cap, service issues cap, cap. Next, we're gonna talk about the ship condition and the maintenance. We are talking about a ship that's damn near 20 years old. All right. A lot of y'all going on the Icon of the Sea, Star of the Sea, and y'all taking these big names and these big ships and trying to compare it to Margaritaville. And this is where you're going wrong at. You getting on the outdated cruise ship, trying to compare it to modern 2026, 2025 cruise ships just built. Cap, cap, man. Um, Check this out. If I go to a car lot and I buy a 2025 car, I expect that car to be better than a 2012 car. Okay. So don't go and pay for a 2012 car hoping to get 2025, 2026 insights. Not gonna happen. Um, you getting what you paying for. Don't hold me to that statement because y'all gonna see in the list you getting what you paying for. But you should know, like, why would you expect a 20-year-old car to be the same as a 1-year-old car? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Stop playing. It's obvious that Margaritaville at Sea don't have the money that these other cruise lines having. They're renovating cruise ships and bringing them back to life. They bringing them back to life the best that they can. Stop looking for A1 shit on a 20-year-old fucking vessel. Like, it's just mind-boggling. Stop the cap. When I think about my stateroom was clean as hell. No problems at all. I don't understand what the fuck they talking about. I don't get it. These are people that's just riding the bandwagon and basically just dick riding. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand that at all. Number 4, they said lack of shade. Lack of shade. You're on a fucking cruise ship. What cruise ship does have shade when you're sitting on the Lido deck? Come on, man. These are petty things, man. And no, I'm not getting paid through Margaritaville to make this video. I'm just basically sincerely going off of everything that I just witnessed on the cruise ship and I experienced on the cruise ship. Lack of shade is a stupid ass reason to say that these are the bad things about this cruise line. Then they put lack of shade / pools. I don't get it. When you see the pool water green, they are trying to represent themselves as margarita, like you're swimming in the Margaritaville. It's not about, oh, where the water is just so dirty and things of that nature. No, they're trying to fit the theme of Margaritaville. You dig what I'm saying? They're trying to fit the theme of that. And when I was on there, I didn't see no green pools. Now, listen, when I get on the one at Palm Beach, yes, I seen the green pool, and your mind would be like, ew, what the fuck? But once you understand, like, why they doing that, every day it clears up even more and more. They're just trying to basically represent margarita by putting some dye to the cruise ship or whatever it is. I don't know. But I had no problems with the pools. I was in the hot tub. I never got in the pools, but the pool water was crystal clear. Come on, man, stop the cap. A lot of adults was in the pool. A lot of kids was in the pool. Everybody was smiling and had fun. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Food inconsistencies, cap. Service issues, cap. Ship condition / maintenance, cap. Lack of shade / pools, cap. Excursions is next. Excursions. And what does it say? Just the excursions was not what was promised. Listen, y'all. I've never no matter the cruise line that I've got on, I've never got on a cruise line and booked excursions through a cruise line. I've always free for all and waited till I get on the islands. I'm not paying all that money for no damn excursions just because it's based off the cruise line. The cruise line will tell you, hey, come swim with this is for example, come swim with the turtles for $150. You get off the boat and then you meet some people say, hey, come swim with the cruise lines. We only charging $50 per person. I'm going with the 50. I'm not going with the 150 just because it's reputable based off the cruise line and me joining people on the cruise line to go do an excursion. So that's a question that's left in the air. I'm not going to call that cap, but I will say this. I did go on the excursion I didn't go on the excursion. Hold on. They sent some tickets to my room for an excursion and what time to be down there, and it was the wrong name. So they sent somebody else tickets to my room. And maybe that's just the part on the cruise line that they messed up on. But to be honest, I personally cannot speak about the excursions on the cruise line. I ain't getting on no excursions from no cruise line. I don't think I've ever paid for an excursion uh, off the cruise line. Whatever the cruise line is offering, they offering it outside for 75% less. So miss me with that theory. Somebody else will have to take up for that. So I'm not gonna call that cap or nothing like that. But hey, they sent the wrong tickets to the wrong room. Now I could have been shiesty and tried to use them or get some refunds or something like that. But nah, I ain't do that. I just left it alone. You know what I'm saying? I just left it alone. You feel me? So somebody out there can add on to the theory of the excursions. Uh, whatever. Okay, now here we go. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6, AC problems. Okay, here we go. This is something that I can agree with. Margaritaville at Sea Islander had AC problems, but not what you think. It's not what you think, right? The AC problems that I had in my stateroom was you. It was cold as hell. My room was cold as hell, 24/7. And you know they got the little dialer on the inside the room that can control the weather, that can control the coolant in the room. Man, I had that shit on all the way hot. That shit would not work. That shit stayed cool. I was shaking and shivering. My jaw was going up and down. It was hard to get comfortable during night to go to sleep. Sometimes a motherfucker had to go to sleep with all their clothes on. You know what I'm saying? It was that cold in my stateroom, bro. It was freezing cold. And no matter what the dial said, if it was hot or cold, that shit wasn't working. Now, I seen a lot of people talk about AC problems saying that it was too hot and they were sweating a lot. The opposite for me. So I will say they win. They win with that one right there. Margaritaville at Sea, that's Islander, does have some AC problems they need to fix and should be concerned about, and they need to handle that immediately because you cannot control the cooling and the heat in at least my stateroom. You know, I don't expect everybody to have the same problem in the same situations, but at least in my room, uh, it was super cold, man. It was super cold. And I didn't complain about it. I didn't go and say, hey, man, what's going on with the AC? Somebody need to come up here and fix this. And we don't have no heat. No, I'm not going to say that, you know. But they do have some AC issues they need to fix. Now, I'm finna go outside of this list right here, right? When I got in my room, I couldn't control my TV. Why I couldn't let the volume down. I couldn't change the channel. Nothing. Um, the batteries was low. Once I told the steward that I had TV issues, he came in there. He changed the battery. My TV was working. No problem. But yes, if you're having these issues, you might have to have them change your batteries or your remote control for your TV. That was one complaint that I had. And for like the first day or two, I'm steady trying to change channels and adjust the volume. And it didn't help until they changed the batteries. You feel me? So that's not a part of the list, but I'm putting that a part of the list. Another complaint that I have was when you was in the smoker section, they put the smoker section right behind the main screen TV. So a lot of the times they was playing a lot of football games and a lot of things that was going on the main screen TV. I believe that they should have had some TVs for the smokers to watch. You know, instead we just looking at the back of the TV and can hear everything. Then we would have to go to the sides just to take a watch, and then you might have some people say, "Oh, this is not a smoking area," but we trying to watch the shit that's on the TV. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe they need to put like a couple of small TVs facing towards the seats in the smoking area, so we can also see what's going on. But them is two complaints that I personally have um, about the Margaritaville and Sea Islander. Now we jumping back onto the list. They said cabin drawbacks. I don't know what they meant by cabin drawbacks. I totally don't know what they mean by that. I did not have a balcony. Neither was I just in the regular interior room. I had a window in my room. I can't complain, man. I don't know what the fuck they meant by cabin drawbacks. Everything went fine for me, so I'm gonna just call that cap. I'm gonna call that cap. Next was itinerary confusion. Um, I will say this: the itinerary told us that we was going to be in Progresso from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Somehow that itinerary got changed to 8 a.m. to 2:30. And Progresso was on a whole nother time than Cosmere. It's like an hour behind or forward, I'm not sure. But I felt like it was capped what they were selling. They was telling us that we was gonna be there until 4 o'clock. But for some reason we all had to be back on the ship by 2:30 in Progresso. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what they mean by confusion, itinerary confusion. But everything seemed to be a go as far as the itinerary. Besides the Progresso situation. Now I will say this. This is what I will say. I believe that the itinerary needs to have more activities to do with the client, with the people that's on the cruise ship. The itinerary needs more entertainment and more fun. A lot of the times I was looking on the itinerary to see things that we were supposed to be doing just to have fun, and it wasn't quite there yet. It wasn't quite there yet. So they need to work on building up that itinerary and bringing more entertainment to the cruiser uh, than the things that they had. I'm real big on comedy shows. I believe that they should have had more comedy shows. These are the good things that you get when you like on Carnival with the punchliner. You known to get comedy every single night. Sometimes 2, 3, and 4 shows a night. You know, so I think a lot of cruise lines need to work on bringing the itineraries uh, up to speed with more entertainment and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So y'all log in and check that out. So was Margaritaville your preferred cruise line now? Shout out to my boy JC Tracks. Um, it's not my preferred cruise line. It's just the closest thing to Carnival as far as the vibe. I'm not talking about the ship. I'm not talking about the food. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about the quality of people that's on there and people trying to have a good time and have fun and vibe with each other. Uh, I've been on plenty cruise lines outside of Carnival. And when I look at Margaritaville, it's the identical closest thing that I can come with mm, next to Carnival. You know, the vibe on Carnival is fun. You get a lot of people that's not scared to talk to people. Everybody is friendly, happy, and you know, it is there for fun. You know, all these other cruise lines can get real uppity. You know, everybody want to be left to themselves, to the people that they came with. You know, everybody might not be as friendly to say hello or things of that nature. But I found out that Margaritaville and Carnival are so similar. They are so similar when it comes to the party atmosphere, the vibe of the boat, and the type of people that's getting on the ship. Uh, You got a younger class of people that's getting on Margaritaville at sea, and they just more open to enjoying themselves and having fun and meeting people, and not being afraid to talk. Hey, where you from? And having a conversation versus these other cruise lines. You know what I'm saying? So I will say Margaritaville is the closest thing to Carnival in that nature. All right. Getting back to the list. So we got number one, food inconsistencies, cap. Service issues, cap. Ship condition, cap. You're getting on a 20-year-old boat. Why you trying to relate it to some shit that just came out 2 years ago? I don't know why you're doing this. It doesn't even make sense. You know the background, you know the history, you know how they renting the other ships out, trying to reinvent them, renovate them. Why are you bringing this up? Like they supposed to virtually take a 20-year-old ship and make it a 2-year-old, like stupid man, stupid woman. Why would you even bring this shit up? But whatever, cap. Lack of shade in the pools, cap. Excursions, I'm gonna leave that up there for y'all. For those that got on excursions on Margaritaville, be my guest. Come in the comments and let me know. But I've never paid for an excursion on no cruise ship. It's always cheaper to go off island and get everything you need. So that's in the air. AC problem, click. Yep, for sure. For sure. At least in my cabin, you couldn't do that. Control the AC and the heating the proper way. Cabin drawbacks, cap. Itinerary confusion. Uh, eh, I don't want to say cap, and I don't want to be right with them. You know what I'm saying? Number 8, the value perception uh, slashes slash reality. So I guess what they're trying to say is they make it seem like it's something that it's not. With the advertisements and the commercials and things of that nature, they try to make it seem like they selling you something, and when you get on there, it's not what they selling you. Cap, 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 motherfucking cap, 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 cap. You understand what I'm saying? Once again, I'm gonna bring it back to, if you want something modern and new, you want that new modern world Caribbean shit, them fucking 16, 17, 18 decks, brand new water slides from out the Wazoo. You want all that brand new shit, take your ass on a brand new ship. Don't get on no 20-year-old ship and compare it to no brand new ship, you stupid person. Don't do no shit like that. Cap. I'm calling it cap. Value perception. And then finally, number 10 is you get what you pay for. See how I tried to tie that in? Earlier I was saying you get what you pay for. This cruise that I went on right now, I think it was like $480 for myself. It was like another $150 to add roll to riches. Then you have gratuities that you have to pay $100 per person. There's no reversing gratuities on Margaritaville. You gonna pay. You know what I'm saying? So you take my $480 for my single cabin that I already had, and then I add roll to riches to it. You put the $150 on there. You take my $100 gratuity and add it to that, and then take his and add it to that. That's what you pay for that cruise, which actually comes out way cheaper than you are paid to go on Virgin, NCL, Royal. So in a sense, I kind of understand what they mean when they say you get what you pay for. I understand it. Don't go to Aldi's expecting the same food from Jewel. If you don't know what Jewel's is, it's Midwest shit. Jewel's got all the high quality names. Aldi's got all the low brand names. Don't go to Aldi's and start complaining about how Jewel's is better. You understand what I'm saying? Don't go to Aldi's and complain about how Walmart might have better food. Excuse me. Hello? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's not do that. And it's kind of facts. You get what you pay for. You want to go on the Icon to see? Guess what? That motherfucker is $2,500, $3,000 per person to get on. Don't take a $3,000 per person cruise and compare it to $190 with tax cruise, $200, $300 cruise. Don't do that. Shit don't even make sense. It don't make sense. You feel me? And then you got all these cruise bloggers that get online and say, oh, well, I didn't get this and I didn't get that, because you're comparing it to some high quality shit. If you don't want all these food, go take your punk ass to motherfucking Jewels or somewhere else. Walmart or some shit. Don't go to Shop and Save and then start complaining about how Shop and Save don't got everything that Jewel got or Publix got. That's some stupid ass shit. You understand what I'm saying? So, do I agree with that? Hell yeah. You get what you pay for. You want better food, you want better this, you want better that, you go pay for it, motherfucker. Don't try to go buy some Reebok shoes and complain about how Jordan is so much better. If you want the Jordans, go buy the fucking Jordans. If you want the Reeboks, go buy the fucking Reeboks. But don't get to complaining and shit when you step in the Reeboks and you feel that shit ain't nothing like Jordans. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So that was the top 10 things. And I also added some things from my own personal list. I have nothing to complain about except the remote control for my TV and the TVs in the smoker section. You gotta make the entertainment as well for the smokers in the section. If not, just change the smoker section up. Basically, point it towards the TV or something. Put it in the adult area. Don't put us behind the main screen and say this is y'all section and we can't watch what's going on. I don't rock with that shit. I'm trying to think of any other bad things. The AC, like I said. Other than that, oh yeah, well, the entertainment. When I say entertainment, I mean the comedy shows and all that too. Give us more entertainment. Give us more entertainment, man. Stretch out that itinerary, make it bigger, and give us multiple options on how we can entertain ourselves while we on this cruise line. Other than that, I could not find no problems. And neither am I going to get onto the bandwagon, the snowball effect, the avalanche effect of all these cruise liners, bloggers saying that this is the worst cruise. I just can't G for that. I ain't going to G for that shit. I know this is my first time on the Island. I didn't see no roaches or no shit like that, like the one in Palm Beach. It was a lot of problems on the one in Palm Beach. But the Island, nah. Worst cruise line in the world, nah. Margaritaville Sea is on the come up. Please believe me. Now, I'm going to give y'all this time to ask questions, and let me know how y'all feel. If y'all ever been on the Margaritaville at Sea Islander, and what's some of the things that y'all heard? This is the Q&A of this. If we don't got nothing to say and y'all done, I'm going to bid y'all a good night, and I'll see y'all in the next shit. But this is my honest, truthful retrospect on the Margaritaville at Sea Island. No cap. Holla at your boy, man. It's your boy Prince Lucky, man. Hold on. I got to delete some people from off my channel. Trump #1, you gone. You out of here. You hide this user from this channel. Done deal. Bye-bye. You will never be able to say anything else on this channel ever again, just for trying to get me to come out what I'm talking about. Not saying I don't ride with Buddy or side with what he doing, but you trying to get me off my square, and I ain't got no time for that. What's up, my dude? What's going on, gang? Yeah. I'm gonna leave the chat open for another minute or something. We are approaching 35 minutes and 19 seconds. Margaritaville C is a go. And I'm gonna tell you something that I am going to do, and I'm going to do it soon, very soon. Very soon. Y'all stick around for that. I'm about to do something very soon, big with Margaritaville. Let me let y'all know in the comments in 1 second. I'm gonna put y'all on a quiet mute. I don't got my lighter next to me. I gotta go fucking light my black and man up. But come up with some questions. If not, I'm gonna bid y'all a good night. Have a good night. That's the good, bad, and the ugly of Margaritaville. SC. Shout out to my boy Marcus. Y'all hit that like button. Big announcement on what I'm getting ready to do with Margaritaville SC. Margaritaville SC offers a year sale pass. For $1,500, you get to cruise as much as you want to on Margaritaville for a complete year. I've been on cruises where I paid $1,500 just to get on that cruise. For one cruise. Why the fuck would I not take $1,500 and give it to Margaritaville and be able to cruise for a whole year as much as I want to? It's just no back-to-backs. So meaning I can get on a cruise for 7 days, get off that cruise, and next week come right back on that cruise. Basically 2 cruises per month. Sometimes you can add 3. You know how many cruises that is a year for $1,500? I will be purchasing the $1,500 Margaritaville SC, and you will see more of me. Shout out to the new Beachcomber that's getting ready to come out next year. We waiting for that. I can't wait to see how that ship is. I know it's gonna be better than the Islander. Margaritaville is definitely getting a ship up. I will be investing $1,500 in the Margaritaville. And the only thing that you pay is gratuity and taxes. So gratuity might be $100. Taxes might be like $30. And I can cruise long. I can't cruise back to back. Like I can't get on a cruise and then get right back on it. But I can wait a couple of days and get back on it. That's exactly what I'm getting ready to do. So I got another cruise getting ready to come up. And it's gonna be before May. Right now we're in January, so look out for the Lucky Block season 56. It will be on a brand new cruise line that I ain't never traveled on. That's getting ready to happen before May 5th. I got a free cruise that's lined up, and I have to use it before May 5th. So I will be going on another cruise soon. Y'all lock in, hit the subscribe button and get ready for that. But outside of that cruise, my next move is to pay $1,500 for Margaritaville to cruise for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Like the channel, subscribe, and shout out to Margaritaville. I love y'all. Cruising with Prince. We run the cruise world.